Nah. Nah.
Does your asshole itch?
No.
Get your ass up.
Okay.
Welcome to the I Regret Nothing podcast.
I Regret Nothing podcast.
Sweet.
With Mike J and Pedro.
Hey guys, what about me?
I regret nothing. I regret nothing.
Hey, dickheads, you forgot about me, Matt Baguette.
We regret nothing.
I regret everything. Everything I've ever done.
Here we are. We finally got him. We got the man. We got the man.
We caught him.
Buff Wizard.
got him.
Live. I'm live and alive.
Buff Wizard's here, boys.
We
In the
found the
flesh.
wizard.
Yeah, we've been waiting
He's
so
real.
long for this. Matt couldn't even get his fucking camera started today. He was so excited.
Yep.
Couldn't get it up. Can't perform under pressure.
Why don't you introduce yourself, Buff Wizard? Because I don't know shit about you, and I didn't do any prep for this. So,
Oh my god. You didn't watch every video I've ever made. I'm so
nope,
embarrassed.
I am what you would call the older generation of gamers. I don't play games anymore. So
You're a fake fan. That's right. I don't either.
100%.
I've never played Postal.
Same.
No, I don't know, man. What's you just call me Buff if you like. That's fucking what everyone else does.
Cool.
I mostly make Postal videos, and I basically made a career from ludicrous mode on Postal 2, which is kind of exciting.
Nice.
And yeah, just trying to
So what you're saying is we created you in a lab.
basically, yeah, I'm a product of experimentation and come on a petri dish or whatever.
I like that. I came on a lot of petri dishes, so
Yeah.
I might be your father.
Yeah, but no.
Well, welcome to the I Regret Nothing podcast. Also with us is Pedro, as normal. It looks like his beard is drawn on today,
Yep.
partially, and Matt, who it's not drawn on, it's like flicked on by a
Yeah.
little child
It's-
with charcoal on his hands, like a
It's
little
f-
chimney sweep.
It's like the
I just sparkled
it's
it
like
on.
the spray that
Yeah.
they use, like.
Yeah.
Got it.
We have
Makes
like
sense.
Yeah.
beards in like 4 different stages of life.
Somebody
could-
wants to
it
know:
could fall off.
are you really buff? Show us your pecs. That's what someone asked.
I won't show my pecs, but I can flex a bicep if you like, because I'm very fat at the moment. So
Ooh, we're gonna get to see.
It's
some
about to get
fat
NSFW here.
biceps. God damn.
That's pretty
There you go.
good.
I
So you
think
get-
you
that
need
is pretty
some.
good.
I think you need some HGH, bro.
I need some more HG.
I think you need to come up before you're on the show next time, so we can get
HGH
you
and,
actually
yeah.
ripped.
I'll come out to
energy
Arizona and
fuel.
you can put me through my paces.
I got you. I got you. Yeah, that sounds good. It's been a little over a month since our last episode. I'm sorry, people that give a shit about the things we have to say. We're pretty lazy these days.
People give a shit about what we have to say.
No, but they
Oh,
like
okay.
listening to us pretend like we know what we're talking about. So, I
That's
mean,
fair.
I do hear from people. They're like, "When's the next podcast?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
Because we will not be held down by a schedule.
Yeah.
I golf every day now, so I got to fit this in.
When GTA 6 comes out, you won't see us for months.
You're like Uwe Ball now. You're gonna golf until you retire. Actually, no, you're retired. You're golfing now.
Yeah, exactly.
You can golf until you die.
On that note, GTA 6 better come out this year.
Yeah, it will. Yeah.
If it doesn't, it really fucks with a lot of things that we have going. And I can't talk about them, but I just want people to know because we do get a lot of comments every day, especially on TikTok, because for some reason Gen Zers think that because I post on TikTok all the time that we can't possibly be working on anything else. There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Like so
Um,
much.
We can't talk about it, but we can tell you there's a lot.
We can tell people that there's things to look forward to
A lot of things to look
A
forward
lot.
to. Yeah, there's a lot.
for
You can-
everybody.
But just for the record, it's not Postal 5.
Even Buff Wizard is like, what are they talking about?
Even if it was Postal 5, we couldn't tell you, but I am telling you right now for a fact it is not Postal 5.
Is it
But
Postal
it could
6?
be. It could be Postal 6.
I actually wouldn't consider working on a Postal 5 until Postal 4 was done. And Postal 4 is clearly not done. So The things that you obviously know are coming, which includes the co-op for Postal 4. We should have a beta out here in a couple of days.
Oh fuck!
It's supposed to be next
Fingers
week,
crossed.
right? Is it supposed to be next week, Pedro? Or do you just not believe? Do you just not buy
okay,
that? Do you just not buy
so-
that?
I'm not. I wouldn't say any date, but
It's
I
gonna
didn't
be
say a date. I
ASAP.
said days.
Okay, it's gonna
many
be
days,
ASAP,
maybe.
and it's gonna be a big deal because it's gonna have co-op. So
and some little bonus things. Yeah.
and some bonus things, of course. Like
Yeah.
you guys got the usual fixes, the usual stuff, but
Like
it
quality
will
of
have
life.
co-op. So
Yeah. There's actually we're
Yeah.
working on a lot more than just co-op, but co-op is the main new thing for Postal 4.
it is
Yeah.
it is the main thing. Yeah.
Workshop, not so soon, but it is coming this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Co-op, definitely coming very soon.
Yeah, and as usual, we don't set out any dates because we know we are terrible with dates. So as soon as it's ready, we will announce it. We get questions about it every day.
Every day.
So as soon as it's ready, you guys will
And
know
for the
on our
record,
social
it's
media,
not, the beta is not coming to PS5. It may never come to PS5. So,
Yep.
which is a shame. By
yeah,
the
it
way.
sucks.
We
It
are
sucks.
aware.
Being a
Yeah.
console studio definitely puts a wrench in plans because we aren't console devs, and moving stuff to consoles very expensive, and we don't have any money. So, yeah.
You're gonna have to buy a lot more merch for this.
What
to
I
happen.
co-op for Postal 4 on a PS5, what you have to do is you have to have two PS5s, and you just have to have two TVs, and then you just play at the same time next to each other. It's not the
Yeah,
same
and-
game. You can't help each other out, but you're sort of cooperating.
Yeah.
It's
Pretty
very,
much,
very
pretty much.
interesting. Anything else coming for Postal 4? What else? Do we have any? Is there any like quality of life stuff coming?
Yeah, I mean the new animations for NPCs. The NPCs are gonna be smarter. The map got a lot of little refinements here and there. A lot of bug fixing, lighting fixing, a lot of random shit. But the NPCs and there will be a lot of points of interest and things they will do. Yeah.
Yeah, we got like, for example, we got the construction sites. They will now have workers,
Yeah.
and they are carrying like cones, equipment. So it's gonna feel more alive, rather than just seeing people going around doing nothing. You will now see actual workers with points of interest, and not just workers, of course. You know, you got a lot of points of interest around town to make the map look more alive, which is gonna be a big plus. It's something that people have asked us a lot, and some surprises, of course. It wouldn't be an update without surprises. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Even Rockstar game devs are scared. We might be too good with that new update.
Yeah,
We're so good.
Sure.
We're so
Yeah.
far. They don't
so
even
far ahead.
know how
Yeah.
good we are.
That's
Oh,
why they
yeah.
might not release. They are so scared of Postal 4, they might have to push GTA 6 to next year.
Yeah.
they
Well,
are
no, we don't
ready
want
to
that.
delay
We have
it.
too many other things coming. We can't do that. We
No,
can't.
but GTA 6, November 2025. Yeah.
Oh God. You know, I want to believe.
Do we have any new
I
merch?
believe.
Do we have any new merch? We do. I actually just came in today, and we have Postal Movie Dude body pillowcases and Postal 4 Dude body pillowcases. They happened. I'm actually
Yeah.
in the process of putting them in stock right now.
Damn,
So,
live? They're going live right now?
They're going live while we speak.
Holy
I am
shit, that's a
putting-
first.
Yeah, I'm putting the body pillowcases live for
So we just decided the price right now. Just right now. Just for
And you
fun.
know, the cool thing is, those who actually watch the podcast, they are the first ones to know.
Yeah.
yeah,
So-
they're not live yet. Like I'm sort of doing
Yeah.
it while I talk, which is not the smartest idea ever actually. Cuz you know, I could definitely fuck this up. But just so everybody knows, if you've been sitting around and waiting to buy a Postal Movie Dude body pillowcase or a Postal 4 Dude. Postal Movie Dude. Sorry, I'm trying to get this ready. 4 Dude. All right, that should be close. I'm getting close here, boys. What else do we get? We have hats. Did I show the hats on the last podcast?
I don't think you did.
so.
No.
I'll show them. Hold on. You guys talk about whatever it is you talk about.
You guys like skibbity toilet
so-
or what?
Mike has a small penis. so
Yeah,
everybody
same man.
knows.
It's
it's
pretty
very
average
small.
actually,
Yeah.
as far as I'm
It's
concerned.
ridiculous. Holy shit.
Hawk 2 is funny now. Do you guys get the news or?
Yeah.
It's only now has
I
it's
gotta-
only just now has become funny.
It's
Ne- ne-
trendy again.
Next podcast, we're gonna invite the Talk to Our Girl.
Oh fuck, you guys are going on Talk Tour?
Yeah.
We should, yeah, we should.
Mike
Yeah.
is going there and is like, what the fuck is this shit? man?"
If the podcast gets big enough, maybe we can invite Elon on it.
Oh shit.
All right, I grabbed some.
Finish.
So yeah, that's why we don't like Mike. Hi Mike, how are you doing?
Hello, don't care why. Here's the new hats. Nice gray, like suit gray with the big Running with Scissors logo on the front. And then this really cool little 3D alien head on the back. They're very
Good shit.
comfy. I do wear them all the time. They're very nice. I think I showed these last time, but we got cassette tapes in of the
Yep.
Postal Redux and the Postal 2 original soundtrack. They're pretty cool.
Is it
If you
nice?
have a tape player, they sound like shit because tapes sound like shit in general. I'm sure there's better tape players than what I have here, but yeah, we have that. And then we have very, very limited copies of Brain Damaged for Switch, physical ones. We don't have any PlayStation 5 ones left. We're going to get more, but what we have for Nintendo, that's it. There's not many left. They will literally be gone in the next week or two, so if you're trying to get one, get it.
It goes without
Now.
saying that everything you see is subject to not be available later on.
Correct.
A lot of people ask us, "Hey, do you guys still have like 10th anniversary boxes?" And we're like, "No, we wished." So if you like something, grab it as soon as you can. Of course, we are sorry to make you spend so much money on shipping, but it is the way it is. Also, the Valiant Merchant, I probably butchered the name, Valiant Merchant t-shirts, and all of those are not going to be reprinted. So you might still have a chance today to grab them while they're available. I think it's until the 4th of March, something like that. So grab them while you can because those will definitely not be reprinted, and they are really good looking.
Yeah, the Valiant Merchant shirts. They're going to do more shirts. I believe he told me the long sleeve shirts they're completely out of. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just not going to be the same designs, I think.
One other thing we have big versions of the keychain, which are like luggage bag tags. They're pretty cool. They say I regret nothing on the back. We've sold a bunch of these already. And lo and behold, new keychains that say Postal 2. Little
Wait.
rubber
I like that.
raised keychains. They're pretty good. Trying to think what else we have coming. We have some new socks coming with the cat dude on them. I'm probably going to do some new shirts soon. I'm going to make them pre-order only because I don't want to stock a bunch of new shirts, but we're going to do Postal 3 alien head shirts. And then there is an old piece of artwork that I found for Postal 2 shirts, and it was Get Milk logo, and it has the picture of the dude with the Jihad milk, and he's got a red blood milk mustache. So I'm probably going to put those 2 shirts up for pre-order soon if anybody was interested in getting them, because I don't want to stock them. Shirts take up too much fucking room, and they're too expensive for me to buy fucking 80 of them at a time, and people are too finicky. So that's the merch we have. Oh, and we're also getting Postal 2 vinyl OSTs and Postal 2 CD Digipack OSTs coming pretty soon. I'd say on the whole, the Postal 2 OST is kind of hard to listen to for me. It's a lot of kind of crappy in-game music. But then there is some good metal at the end, up to and including songs by my band Writhe and who else? A Fall to Break and Stands with Fists. So there's some good music on there, but it's mostly just like crappy
Map
Postal 2
music.
sounds. Yeah, map music. And I was trying to listen to it in the office, and at one point Vince goes, "What the actual fuck are we listening to?" And I was like, "Well, actually, this is the soundtrack from Postal 2." And he was like, "Oh, it's great. It's great." It's not. It's hard
Actually,
to
this is
listen
the
to.
song that every single Postal fan knows and loves.
The song that
Yeah.
goes on every single Postal 2 video on YouTube.
Exactly. People
think
said
about it
Postal
every
2
day.
tapes when? The Postal 2 tapes are in stock now. Everything
And they're
you
signed, right?
saw, that I just showed you is in stock. You can get it at Postal Games or postalswag.com, runningwithscissors.com. Just go over to the store, look through our shit. There is a lot of it. We have a lot of merch now. I send out so much fucking merch. Why I'm still doing it, I don't know. But oh wow, you know what? You know what I didn't show?
So Talk Tour is pretty funny.
Talk to is
Just
amazing.
Yeah.
you guys. Hang on.
Amazing.
Oop.
Better watch it.
The GIMP.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
That's the big one, actually. That's the big surprise.
They're not very loud, unfortunately. But I have the GIMP, and I have Larry the Crab.
This one is sick. I like that.
Can barely
So
hear.
as you can, you can't hear that shit over here. But we got Larry the Crab and the GIMP dolls now in stock. We now have 13 dolls.
God damn.
13.
We sell more dolls than games now.
We sell a lot more dolls than games. Well,
But-
no,
You're a
I mean
toy
we sell a
company.
lot more games digitally than anything, but physicals, yeah, way more. Just so you know, if you're looking for more plushies this year, we're probably still gonna get Smokey the Lab Monkey and a little plushy cat with a gun up its ass.
Yeah.
Yep.
There is one piece of merch that we cannot say anything yet. But
Oh yeah,
I'm
we
really
have a
excited
big
for it.
merch announcement this year. Probably
Yeah.
in the next month or two, I think is when it's going to be announced. Stuff people have been asking for a long time.
Is
Yeah.
it Matt Dolls?
What?
Is Matt
Oh
getting
shit,
his own
he
doll?
knows. He knows.
Yeah,
Sorry, oh,
it's,
shit, sorry.
it's actually it's a pocket pussy, but it's
A
Matt's
French one.
butthole. Yeah, it's Matt's butthole.
It's a crotchy. It's a dildo with a crotchy attachment.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it's
Yeah.
every one of them has been tested up Matt's ass.
It's the Bad Dragon Crotchidildo.
Yeah, our partnership with Bad Dragon has gone above and beyond with crotchy.
That's just the way it's
Yeah.
going to be, boys. That's just the way it's going to be.
But Buff Wizard is locked in right now. He's already ordering on our site all the new
Oh
models.
yeah,
I-
I've just
I
bought
am-
out the entire stock. To
I
go
am
on.
very
I understand.
That's very nice. Yeah.
I am very excited about this specific piece of merch we'll announce later on because it's something that people have asked a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. It'll be nice. It'll be nice.
Lots of things under the hood. That's what we can say.
Pedro is so emotional right now. He can barely speak.
No, he's not emotional. That's just what he looks like.
Yeah, I look emotional. I'm actually dead on the inside.
Yeah, he's very dead on the inside.
Very dead.
Yeah,
So,
same.
but Buff Wizard, how do you go about deciding what kind of postal content and videos do you want to make usually?
I guess it depends on just what is captivating me at the time. Ludacris has become like kind of a mainstay, and it feels like the safe thing to return to. And it's become like a bit easier to just go through the process of doing that now. And it's easy to put like gags and stuff in, whereas more historical stuff, like when I covered Postal Mobile and Share the Pain and stuff like that, it's a bit more historical, so it takes more digging and more sort of like going through the archives and making sure the information's correct. And Postal Mobile was like a big fucking ordeal to try and get all the like guest voices and stuff like that, and some of the editing was annoying as fuck, trying to do like pixel art and trying to make it all line up and
No,
shit.
it looks amazing. Like we were sharing your videos with like the full team, and everyone was like blown away by like
Thank
your
you.
videos. Like Vince
Mike's in
was
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I?
Vince was Vince was commenting on the videos and stuff. He's like, this guy is like a freaking genius. I remember Vince
Thanks,
was
man.
blown away by your
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm going to
Thanks.
pretend like I've seen these. Good stuff.
Thank you. There you go.
No, but Mark, yeah, they are really good. Like the last one you did on, I think it was Monday or Tuesday for Paradise Lost.
Yeah.
It was, it's really good. Yeah.
Thanks,
love
man.
it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. And yeah, like I started off with just doing Postal 1, and I wasn't like I'd played Postal 2 before, like when I was like 13 or something, and then again when I was like 20. But now that I'm like playing it more, every time I play it and look through it and stuff, there's more and more like layers to peel back and more stuff that I just like find really fascinating about the game. So there's plenty of I have like a fucking spreadsheet of ideas and shit that I want to cover. So there's plenty of content coming down the pipeline. It's just a matter of, pulling my finger out and actually making it, which is the hard part.
It's
Get
a game I
back
play
to
like
work,
every...
you little bitch.
I know, I'm trying to do it right now. That's why I came on the podcast. I'm avoiding it.
I understand.
You're on
I
the payroll
understand.
now.
I gotta play golf every day, so it's kind of hard.
Oh, one of us.
Oh, shit.
One of us.
Yeah,
I
Oh,
like
no,
that.
that's-
Well, thanks for coming on, man. I think it
worries.
means
He's
something to us.
He's gonna spoil the postal golf game we are making.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we
shit.
hit
Postal
heads
golf.
That'd
around
slap,
with
actually.
Well, to be fair, we did have you could hit around heads with a shovel a long time ago, and we had talked about what's it called? We had talked about head soccer years ago.
Cricket.
Clearly, that never happened.
It's something you can already do in the games.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the
technically, just
baseball has like a distance counter, right?
You know what? Actually, I think that's something that you can do in co-op. You can have like, yeah. Now that I see it, you can organize like a little soccer, football.
Ju-
I like to call it.
No,
football.
just take like a bucket, place it somewhere on the map, and then try to like throw a head in it, or like in a hoop or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make new gameplay types while we're trying to get this out and not keep working on it forever and ever.
No, that's the thing. It's already in the game. You
Yeah, it's already in
can
the
make
game.
your own fun. That's the thing.
Have you guys spoken to EA about doing like a golf spin-off or something?
Oh,
go mainstream, go big style with it. I'm sure they'll have it.
Oh man.
All right, we can finally talk about something that's not us. It's only been 23 minutes. Warner Brothers is closing Monolith, First Games, and WB San Diego, and has canceled its Wonder Woman game. There was a bunch of other games canceled too, wasn't there?
Yeah. They
Actually, not,
canceled
not
before
really.
this. They
Yeah,
canceled
in-
the Batman game that was going to have the Nemesis system, and
Yeah.
that is just fucking heartbreaking.
But this was from 10 years ago, though. I just want to precise this was 10
yeah,
years ago.
but
But
it's
you
very
can find stuff.
heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Not just because obviously the Nemesis system is a really good system
yeah,
that they
it's
are
good.
just not going to use now, but also all these people who are losing jobs even though they have done a really good job with everything else. So it's really a shame every time this happens.
And yeah, it impacts like whatever kind of Super Smash Bros. Game they were doing. I forgot the name of the game. Yeah, I mean Wonder Woman was also gonna use the Nemesis system, but like Monolith is a huge studio. I mean they made Fear, they made Shadow of Mordor, they made tons of big games. I don't even remember all of them, but
They
did
also
tons
made
of like yeah, go for
they
it.
also made like a Windows 95 game sampler, which is like was one of my formative memories. Was playing the Monolith released Windows games for 95. And it had like a
Yeah,
whole bunch of different games. Like it had Doom and fucking a Beavis and Butthead game and all sorts. So hearing Monolith shut down, I was like, I remember
made
that from 30 years ago.
A ton of crap. Yeah, they made a lot of stuff and a lot of really good games. So it really sucks. So
R.I.P. What is crazy to me is when we outlive all these big studios
yep.
because we're trash, and the fact that we're still here is pretty crazy.
When you're at
Not
the bottom of
only
the
are
barrel,
we
the only way
still
place is
here,
up.
Not only are we still here, but we've got a lot going on.
Yeah. More than ever,
lot.
actually.
Yeah, more than ever. That's true. Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot in-house. There's a lot out of house. Yeah, I got a lot. We got a lot going on. If you like Postal and you like running with scissors and you like the shit that comes out like brain damaged, we've had a lot of licenses in the past, but there's a lot more coming. So be fucking ready, people. Be ready to spend. You know what? Don't buy GTA 6 when it comes out. Save your money for running with scissors stuff.
If you like us, please, we need it. We need to
We
pay.
need it so bad.
We need to pay Stephen Yaffe's Disney Plus subscription.
Yeah, no shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a fucking callback.
Oh.
Actually, just so people know, all of the new body pillowcases, for the most part, were Stephen Yaffe's artwork.
Yeah, and they're great.
Yeah, not the
Somebody-
Postal 2 one, not the Postal 2 one, but I think all the other ones were his work.
I mean,
Yeah,
he might not
Postal
be on
2
the
was Andy,
podcast,
wasn't it?
but
What?
Right.
What did you say,
me,
Pedro?
I was. Oh, Pedro, go for it.
No, you go first.
Okay,
No,
no, I
me
was gonna
too.
say Steven might not be on the podcast, but he's still doing a lot of cool stuff for us. So
I said that I think the Postal 2 one was by Andy, and all the other ones were by Yaffe, correct?
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
So,
correct.
R.I.P. Monolith. Sorry, boys. A lot of studios are going to be closing this year. It's been known. It's the year of closures. So, last year
It's a
was last
shitty
year was the
trend
year of
that's going on.
layoffs. This year is the year of closures. So, be ready. Be ready for less games, which is probably okay because there's too many games as we speak. So, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 leaked ahead of official announcement.
Yeah.
I've never gone back to play the Tony Hawk games. I should.
Really? Which
Yeah,
ones
they're
did you
good.
play?
I was really big on the original Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and Pro Skater 2.
Yeah, those are
Two
really
was
good.
good.
I
You
played
would
a lot of
probably
those.
like the existing remake of those two.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's really good. And
I've heard.
I'm really excited about this one because if it's as good as that one, like I'm excited because I started with the third one, so we got a lot of skate is coming back, which is good. We got some really good stuff to work with because back then, in 5 years before, there was nothing. Like skate fans were just dry. There was nothing. So now we got all this stuff back, and it's good to see. It's really good to see.
I'm glad. Tony Hawk. It's just it's part of gaming history and all of it. It's one of those games that I played a lot of, and when I talk about games I played historically, I don't actually say Tony Hawk, but I played a lot of Tony Hawk.
Somebody is asking if Postal 4 will be the last Postal game.
No, we're just not working
It's
on
gonna-
Postal 5.
It's gonna outlive all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, once we open up Workshop this year, I'm hoping that it has tons of legs because all the shit talking people have done, fucking go nuts.
Yeah.
Put terrorists in. I don't care.
Yeah.
Go for it. Do your worst, anti-woke people. Make Wokestal what you wanted it to be. That's what we say. That's what Workshop's for. Anything you hate that we do, fucking go nuts. New Fable game hit with a big release date delay. What happened, Pedro?
But there were no technically release dates, but yeah, it's moved to next year.
I mean, to be fair, there was some speculations it was going to be this year, but it was not well received. So I think that they are kind of going back with it because they saw, okay, we are seeing like a trend here. If we do the bullshit that other companies have done and roll with it, it's not gonna work. So that's what I know jack shit about it. So that's probably what happened. But it's also because I mean the game has been in development hell for a while. We got a trailer, and then we got no news, and then delays after delays. It's a mess. I wonder if it will even release at any point at this point.
That
So
bad.
the game,
huh?
will, yeah, the game will come out next year, but yeah, and I cannot blame them. I mean, first they are using a game engine for like car games because they made Forza Horizon before, and then they are putting like a RPG open world like fantasy game on it. And I'm sure the pressure is really high, especially when you're making the open world game and you are battling against GTA 6. So I don't think you wanna release against that. You're gonna lose a lot of money. So it's probably better for them to move it like at least to like next spring, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Like, I think
GTA 6 is gonna fuck everything up.
Yeah, either they have to rush the game and release it this summer, or they have to release it like next year. I would just release it next year. So
We'll see.
that's a big risk. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Only
I
time
think
will tell if
a
they're
lot of
actually going to
games.
release.
Yeah, but a lot of games will be moving to next year because of GTA 6. A lot of games. So.
Yeah. Definitely.
Great. Just more competition for us. Guys, Andor season 2.
Yeah.
Andor season 2.
I enjoyed the trailer a lot. I didn't love that they put the fucking rock music over it, but I know why they did it.
It's action packed.
Well, no, they just need to appeal to a wider audience.
Yep.
But I liked Andor the way it was.
No, but I think
With the
we're
more
still gonna-
slow pace.
Well,
yeah.
I know the show's
Yeah.
going to be like that. I think the trailer
Yeah.
is just trying to draw more people in because they did a really bad job of marketing it the first season. And I think the way they're releasing it is good too. They're releasing it in episodes in 3-episode batches,
Yeah, that's good.
which is good because I know a lot of people sort of fell off during the first season because they're like, well, that episode didn't tell me anything. And it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
because they're 3-episode arcs, and you have to watch all 3 episodes to understand. They're each little movies. So I think it's cool that they're doing it in 3-episode arcs, and they're releasing them that way. So I like it so much, Buff Wizard, that I have an Andor tattoo on my arm. Big one. Big Andor tattoo right there.
Can I tell you something that you're gonna fucking probably kick me off the podcast for?
Be ready.
I've never seen a Star Wars movie except for the holiday special.
Well, if you're going to watch anything, and I mean anything Star Wars related, especially something that's self-contained, you should watch Andor. I think it would even appeal to the biggest Star Wars hater because it's just like not very Star Wars. It's
very different.
It happens to take place in the Star Wars universe, but overall there's like nobody you would even know in it, and there's no Jedi, and it's just very slow burn drama, palace intrigue, fucking jailbreak stuff. Like, it's crazy how good it is. And if there wasn't a Star Wars logo on it, I think it would probably be one of my top 5 shows of all time. With the Star Wars logo, obviously it's top 5 shows all time, but it's that fucking good.
It's one of those things that you can watch as a standalone experience.
Mhm.
Like, if you don't know Star Wars, you can watch it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a big Star Wars guy. I watched the first season and I was like, this is cool. Okay,
Yeah.
I
And it
consume
does
these
it
way
does tie
better.
into a lot of things, but if you didn't know about them, it wouldn't matter.
It's like the Breaking Bad of Star Wars, except they don't
100%.
cook knife. They cook
100%.
stormtroopers.
Yeah. I actually
Some-
would put the first season of Andor up against any season of Breaking Bad.
Somebody said,
Oh.
what a bunch of nerds.
I-
You're
I-
damn right we are.
I wouldn't go that far, but it was really good. Yeah.
I would.
I have like Walter White tattoos, so like I'm gonna be defending Breaking
In
Bad.
the butt cheek?
Yeah, he's
On
got
my
him
butt
like
cheeks, yeah.
right under his balls.
That's
Yeah.
why he's not showing.
I mean,
Okay, we're gonna show some fantastic fucking fan art right now. So
Fart. Fantastic fucking fan art. Brought to you by Mike J's Bidets. A clean ass is a happy ass.
this week's fart is brought to you by Doom Rotten on Twitter. It's this cool picture of what appears to be the brain damage dude, although it looks like a mixture of Postal 3 dude with brain damage dude. But I like it a lot.
I gotta say, these artists, when I saw some of these arts, I thought this looks way too good. I think this might be AI generated. So I went back and I saw a bunch of old work. That is not AI generated. That is legit. That is really good shit. I am really impressed by these artists. Really good stuff.
I'm wondering if that artist though is using like a 3D base and then drawing over the 3D base. It looks like it.
You know what?
Probably.
We're not going to have this
which is totally fine.
conversation. Quit fucking accusing our fucking artists of using AI. If they're using it, I don't care, because in the future, everybody's going to be using it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
thank you, Doom
Yeah.
Rotten, for your
Yeah.
beautiful
it looks really
artwork.
good.
If you want your artwork featured on the podcast, make sure you post it on the stupidest trash app of all time, Twitter, and use the hashtag RWSArt, and maybe we'll showcase it on the show. So, GTA 5 players are planning one last drive before the release of GTA 6. Do they actually think GTA 5 Online is going to die right away?
What I find funny about that is I still go back to the classic games all the time. And never once did I think, okay, I'm going to play this game one last time. Like, I would always go back, and all of those people
But it's not
saying,
even
oh,
that.
yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna
it's not
do
even
one
just
last
that.
one.
There are tens of millions of people that play
Yeah.
GTAO, and they're not all going to switch to GTA 6 right away. Not to
They're not.
mention, GTA 6 probably won't even have an online component right out the gate either.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know.
But
I
they've
think-
never.
think
None
it-
of these games have released with the online component. They always wait. It's
You never know. I mean,
they
sometimes
did
they
with,
break the barriers a bit.
no.
they did-
If I were
they-
them, I would wait because you can just hold more news. It's
No, but
it's a second wave of sales.
what they're gonna do, first of all, GTA 6 solo and online will be able to be purchased separately because that's how it is for Red Dead and GTA 5 now. Even though they've done it after, but that's how it's gonna be. Because some people, they probably don't care about the solo, even though it's kind of sad, but they don't care about the single player.
Funny enough, I don't
So-
care about the multiplayer. Never played it.
But I think both
Never.
are gonna be great. I'll probably buy. I mean, I will buy the package with both. I think if they release, maybe they'll release the online a month later, like GTA 5 they did in 2013. But I think for Red Dead Redemption 2, it came out pretty much at the same time. if
No,
I
it didn't.
remember.
No, it didn't.
It didn't.
No.
I don't remember.
I remember very specifically when it came out, and I actually tried to get into it. I couldn't even get in. So
I just hope they have the motivation
Oh,
to
yeah,
go back to the single player.
It came out a month
DLCs.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just checked. It came out 1 month after, just like GTA Online.
I hope they have the motivation to do a little bit more single player content rather than online. Of course, you're not going to have that motivation when people just dump.
do you think that they're going to
Much
have the
money.
human balls shrink in the cold, like they did with the horse balls in Red Dead Redemption?
Probably
They better.
if they bring Stephen Hogg back.
I mean, we still
I
find
mean-
new details in that game in Red Dead 2, like the fact when your character looks at light, his like freaking eye dilates, but you have to really zoom with the photo mode in the eye to see that.
And some
yeah.
fucking overworked asshole spent months on that feature, and then you hardly know it even happens.
Yeah.
These fucking people.
I actually got the first game, and I never played Undead Nightmare, first Red Dead game. Never played Undead Nightmare. That shit is awesome. Like it's a whole
Yeah.
new game. It's
Do you
it's a lot
remember
of
back
hours.
when Rockstar cared about more single player content?
Yeah, I miss those days. I miss the days
Yeah.
of
Ballad of Gay
expansive-
Tony
Expansion
and
packs,
fucking
yeah.
Lost in the Damned and Vice City and San Andreas, like actual single player experiences.
Yeah, like
No.
fucking Lost in Damned is very underrated.
I,
for
you know, we
example.
bitch about
Undead
this all the
Nightmare.
time, but the cost to make these single player experiences is so minimal to just give people more actual single player content. It's fucking obscene. It's obscene to me.
especially for a
Rockstar-
company
Rocks-
like them.
I mean, if it's true that the game is costing them 2 billion, I mean, I'm sure they have like, I'm sure the 2 billions don't fully go into development; they go into marketing and other things, right?
And executive
I-
bonuses.
Yeah,
I
but
I did
I'm sure they could do a single player later on.
I did hear
Yes.
that they are going to have the PC version a little bit earlier than usual. Of course, it's not going to be on launch. They never do that.
No.
But it's going to be a little bit earlier than past times.
You mean
where
not
we would
3
have-
years later?
Not 3 years later.
Yeah.
Probably a
You
year,
should- Yeah,
which is
if it- if
already
it-
too much if you
Yeah,
think
I mean,
about it.
Red Dead 2 was 1 year later, which is I'll take 1 year later. Yeah.
Somebody is saying that the podcast is very quiet.
I
Really?
don't think so. I mean, we're at the same volume we've always been. Is it you
There you go.
guys or is it me?
I can hear myself
don't know.
perfectly.
I
on
got a
YouTube,
DM
so-
on. I got a DM.
I don't know. You'd think like 50 people would have been writing this in the chat, and they're not. So. Someone asked
Everybody
Postal
spamming
2
the
co-op
chat.
when Postal 2 co-op when we might be incorporating Nick's co-op into the base game this year. So
Yeah.
keep an eye out for that.
Keywords.
Might.
No ETAs.
Yeah. Peggy decided that Balatro isn't an 18+ game after all. They actually changed their rating on a game.
Yep.
They did, yeah.
And they said they will be.
I mean, the Australian Classifications Board did decide that Postal 2 is a 15+ game. After years of it being not classified,
That
they
was such a
decided that
fucking
is
mess.
a 15+ game, while their friendly neighbor, New Zealand, will not classify it. New Zealand had the most extensive rejection of Postal 2 I've ever seen. And then Australia was like, oh, yeah, this game's for kids. Have fun. But Postal 4, Australia says, but Postal 4, that's 18+.
We didn't even have like an 18+ rating until like 2013 or something. I'm almost convinced it wasn't until GTA 5 came out.
That's actually
that was
why
they
I
did it.
reapplied. I didn't realize that's what happened. And when I talked to them, when I talked to the ACB, they were like, oh, well, we didn't have the 18+ rating back then. And so we didn't feel it was a 15+ game. So you should reapply now. And I was like, cool. And I reapplied and they're like, this is 15+. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And so that's when I went to New Zealand and I was like, hey, check it out. Australia says Postal 2 is a 15+ game. Will you guys reconsider your rejection? And they were like, no. And I'd love to release it, but I'm not going to. The document, the rejection document from New Zealand, oh, it's horrid. Like, you don't even think about your game in that sort of way or games you play, but when you like read people's like takedown of you and the way they describe what can happen in Postal 2, like, I mean, we're gamers, so we don't really think about it, but when you like read it written out like it is, you're like, oh, that's fucking brutal.
It looks bad on a rap sheet.
It looks horrible. Yeah, like you laugh about like pissing and knocking people's heads off and kicking them in the balls and their neck hole, puking, and you don't think about how horrible it sounds when somebody like writes it like in it as a drama, and it's like, oh, that game is fucked up.
Yeah, and then you got situations like Balatro, where they see cards and they think, okay, this is betting, this is gambling, where you don't even gamble any real money. It's just a single player cards game.
Well, while at the same time they allow actual gambling with loot boxes. And shit.
That's the thing. I don't get it. What the fuck?
But Peggy said they're gonna be more careful, like moving forward with like how they are rating games, especially like games that could have like. The theme is gambling. It's not even gambling. It's just poker or solitary, right? Like so, like. They didn't even play the game, right? Like they must have not played Balatro to give that.
The thing is,
rating.
imagine
sometimes
just
ratings aren't given based on playing it. It's just a form you fill out.
Just imagine how many companies lost a lot of money, a lot of earnings from going through these loops of telling them, hey, back and forth, hey, our game is not really that bad as you're saying. That for some people the rating doesn't mean jack shit, but it does mean a lot. It means a sale or not for many
just
cases.
Just like New Zealand won't, they won't rate our games, so like they're not available.
And Japan is a pain in the ass as well.
Japan won't rate our games either, but Japan is honest about it, and they're like, don't even apply. So while we're for sale on Steam in Japan, we can't be on Japanese PlayStation because we can't get a 0 rating.
Yeah, at least they didn't make us waste money and time on that shit.
Yeah, that was nice. Germany's like, keep applying. Hopefully we'll get somebody there that lets us in, but it hasn't happened yet.
Send us money all the time. Keep sending us money.
Somebody asked about the Going Postal documentary. I don't have a date for it to be on streaming yet, but I believe they'll be shipping out the Blu-rays sometime in April, I think. And then March 29th, if you are anywhere near Scottsdale, Arizona, the movie is going to premiere at the Scottsdale Film Festival.
Will you fly me out for that?
No, but thanks for asking. I might be able to get you like an ability to stream it, just so you can check it out. You can see it early.
Sick.
Actually, I can definitely get you that if you'll do a video review on YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I will connect you with the
Done
boys.
deal.
Yeah, I'll connect you with the boys after. They were asking for Civi to do it. Civi's like, I'd love to. I love movies, but YouTube doesn't like when I review movies. So I'm like, well, okay. But we'll get you to do it. That would be awesome, especially because you love us. Say it.
I love you. I love you, Mike J. I love you,
Bitch.
Matt. I love you, Pedro.
Fucking bitch.
I love Vince Desi. I love Vince Desi. I love Vince Desi.
Yeah, he did. He's taking his medicine, boys. Sims
I have
1.
actually.
Sims 1 Legacy Collection is still broken after the latest update. Are people
By the
still
way,
playing
following
Sims
up that,
1?
we did not brainwash him.
No, those
Just
those
this guy.
waves playing around him are not me brainwashing him on the fly.
So I've been playing the Sims Legacy, and for me, I've got 0 bug from like day one it came out. But I've seen a lot of people like on Steam reviews, and I don't know if they have like older PCs or what kind of thing they are running. But yeah, a lot of people are getting like issues. But for me, it's been running like amazingly, like perfectly actually.
You know, the thing about this re-release of the former Sims games, it's a really good thing that they're actually, you know, turning something that used to be abandonware into something that they can sell. That's good. That's what, you know, I keep saying that Nintendo should do. That's pretty great. Now, from the moment you pick up these really old games, you charge absurd fortunes for them. Absurd.
They are expensive though. For
And
what it is, for
you
what
don't
it is.
add achievements, you don't add certain fixes, you don't add quality of life things. The minimum for a $1 trillion company or whatever the fuck they're worth these days, it's just insane to me. Okay, it doesn't make any sense for, you know, anybody to go and buy these games when the abandonware versions with mods work better. Okay, it's nonsensical. They are charging an absurd amount of money for something they did nothing about. What I do appreciate though is not only that they made it available again on platforms, but they're actually, you know, implementing some fixes. But that is more than I expected from EA, but it's still, you know, just the minimum, the bare minimum. It's people should not take that shit. Okay, if for example, let's imagine we re-released Postal 2 after it was abandonware. Let's imagine, and it had still the same bugs, you know, the same issues, and we charged more. We charged like the initial price it had, which was $49.99 at launch or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
We charged that while the game used to cost like $1. Sims 2 was free on GOG at some points with all the expansions, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't get it. I don't get this thing with AAA companies. Like, they have so much money, they could add quality of life. They could, you know, at least try to do something better and not charge too much. They know people will buy it. That's why they do it. But come on, respect your customers a bit.
It's
Just a
essentially what
little
happened with Blizzard, right? Like Warcraft 3 Reforged came out, like the remake, and it was shit. But when they did that, it succeeded like the original Warcraft 3 on the platform. So you couldn't get the old one anymore. You had to buy the remake, and it was terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
They think we're all
Exactly.
fucking idiots, don't they?
Well, I think I'm an idiot, but not dumb
We
enough to
know
buy that shit.
you're an idiot. We know Matt's an idiot. Pedro,
Yeah.
still up in the air. We're not 100% sure if he's an
Oh
idiot
no, I'm
yet.
an idiot.
I'm
got a lot of
huge fucking
ideas.
idiot, so I definitely can believe that.
Oh, I got corrected on the Sims 2 was free on Origin, not GOG. Okay, there you go. Still, it was free at some point. But yeah,
Sorry,
still
just
stands.
filling out this stupid fucking. Okay.
Oh
Got
yeah, did you
it.
put body pillows online?
They should be there. Yeah. Let me
Okay.
let me make sure.
I'm buying 3 of them.
Yep, they're there.
Buying the whole stock.
They are there. Order all of them. If somebody would order all of them. Someone did order all of our all the dolls the other day. I shipped 13 dolls to one person.
Damn.
Holy shit! Nice.
That
thank
was
you.
me.
Yeah. And one other guy ordered all the dudes. I think there's 7 dudes.
Yeah.
Pretty,
That's nice.
pretty crazy.
Thank you.
Valve expands Steam's daily deal program from 4 games to 6. Also explains what Steam's daily deals program is. Yeah, I don't think we haven't had a daily deal in a long time.
In a bit, yeah.
We
Though
may
it's
have
really
the
cool
ability to do another flash sale, but I think we'll wait until co-op is out.
Yeah. the good old days of those week-long deals, and that stuff was really good. I think that they are going back to it a little, and they saw that there was a lot of potential, and especially now that they have even more games than they ever had, from shovelware to good shit. So yeah, I mean, it's really good that they're increasing the number of deals, um, adding even more competition to a market where they already reign, you know. So yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Good shit.
I like that. I like when Valve does things, even though people bitch. They bitch about Valve pretty hard. I think they do a good job.
Yeah, and they won't go. People bitch about Valve, but they won't go on a different platform. So
They
Yeah.
bitch about Valve and then they bitch harder about other platforms. Actually,
yeah,
so it's actually pretty stupid.
I've seen people complaining about GOG, and I'm like, what's your problem with GOG? Oh, it's because I cannot have my Steam library there. And like, motherfucker, you got offline installers. What else do you need? Okay, you got offline installers. That's the best thing for a customer in 2025. Okay,
Yeah.
everything is online now. You pretty much don't own anything unless you can have those offline
Well,
installers.
right, and people can fucking can pretend like they're gonna do something about it, but they're not gonna do shit.
Yeah.
We're stuck.
On Steam,
We're
you can
stuck.
have DRM-free games, which is a really good thing. But not all developers do that. Not all developers actually have
Well,
that.
but also they'll tell you that even if it's DRM free, it's still on Steam, which to
Yeah.
them is DRM.
Yeah, that's the point I was going with. With GOG, at least, you have a completely like offline installer for each version of the game you get. So there's nothing bad with that. You know?
Yeah, and I understand why people want that when we release physicals, but that's just not what we're doing.
Somebody's saying
Unfortunately.
Postal 4 really needs a frame rate fix when moving the camera left to right. Send us your specs through email or something. We'll see. More often than not, it might be time for an upgrade. Or
Just
I
tell
mean,
them to
we're
buy a
still
fi-
up. We're still updating it, so we're
just
still
tell them to buy a
optimizing.
5090. It's okay. Tell them to buy a 5090.
I cannot
come-
recommend the 5090 with the fucking burning cables.
Yeah. Buy a 5090. Tell us your experience.
My lord.
Sorry, I'm filling out a fucking form. We got to do a cool comment, bro, here. So, all right, hold on. Where's
What
my
if the cool comment is from Buff Wizard?
Shh. Ready?
Cool comment, bro.
This week's cool comment, it comes to you from McMetalfaceYT on Twitter. And I believe he said, I went out to buy some milk. What the fuck, guys? And that's just because I think I shared his video and he got a bunch of views really quickly.
Yeah,
Check it out.
a really good animation.
Yeah. If you haven't seen the new animation on YouTube, just get on YouTube and look up McMetalface YT, and he made a really good Postal related thing. Pedro, you can post it in the chat. You can link it in the
Honestly,
chat for people.
it's not only good. It's like fucking amazing.
It's
like,
really fucking good. Yeah.
Is he alone doing this? Like, it's crazy. He must be.
I'm pretty
spending
sure
so
it's
much
all
time.
him. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
It was
and like the transition between each cut is so good. Like,
he's really come a long way in like his ability to animate as well, because Monday was like 2 years ago, I think, and I watched that one like not that long ago, and then this just came out, and the difference between the
wait,
two in
Monday
quality
was
is like insane.
2 years ago. I feel like it
I
was
think so.
like 6 months ago. Yeah.
But yeah, it's fucking insane. Like there's a few, if you know very much about animation in general, like especially like 2D and stuff, going through frame by frame and looking at all the little segments and stuff, it's incredible. Like
When
there's
people
even
ask us, they're like, "Oh, make a Postal animation series," and I'm like, "No, it's not what
it's
we
really
do."
fucking hard. And it's really expensive.
I used to do
We
2D
got
animation.
2 people doing it.
Yeah, I used to do 2D animation. It would drive me fucking like bonkers. Like, it takes so much time. You have to be really patient.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just
Even if you
remember,
do
if
like
you want your comment on here, leave some cool comments on all of our socials. Maybe we'll pick it. So
even if you do like a really simplistic stickman animation, that shit takes forever.
Yeah.
There's at least 2 people now doing really good animations for Postal. I forgot the other guy's name, and I should know, but he's doing Postal 2 as well, and he's also starting with Monday. I'm really excited for that one as well. So yeah, I mean, there's really good stuff to look forward to by the fans as usual.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah.
Last two topics quick because I got to get out of here. RTX 50 series cards are not supporting 32-bit PhysX. Some owners are shoving a secondary card into their rig to run older games. That's fucked up. But as we know, 32-bit shit's just
Yep.
there's a reason why none of our games work on Mac anymore. So while that sucks,
That's the way it's gonna be.
developers
from
are
now.
going to need to update older games if they can to get rid of 32-bit stuff. Otherwise, it's just a matter of time. I mean, every day I get messages from Mac people going, "Why is my game not working?" And I'm like, we can't update
Even
it."
better, the gamers and modders will fix it for the devs. Like that's how it is.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, right? Like there's only so much we can do. So
Then again,
sorry.
who buys a Mac for gaming, right?
What?
Who buys a Mac for gaming?
Well, no, not a lot of people. But if you look at our numbers, what we've done historically on Steam, I mean, there's still a couple 100,000 Mac Postal 2 owners that can't play the game now. And I tell them, like, you want to play it, you got to play it through GeForce Now, which is not really an answer. I mean, it is an answer, but it's not a good one. It's just the only way.
Yeah.
And considering that new Mac silicone's really nice, it does suck.
Yeah.
And Postal 4, we can't even do it. We can't even put it on Mac because Unreal Engine 4 does not support Apple Silicone.
It just sucks because, not many developers are willing to update their games like we are. Even we have issues updating our own games because of, engines,
Platforms.
manpower, budgets. So we are going to see a lot of games that will just not work properly or just not work at all. With the physics situation, you gotta tax the CPU, I think, from what I've heard.
Yep.
And that shit is, you're gonna see like a big loss in frames. It's a mess. It's a shame that, these games had specific requirements which will just become obsolete.
Yeah.
And you cannot go back to that unless you have really obsolete hardware that will just break eventually.
Yeah.
I wish that, everything would just, have something in mind, like with the future in mind, but that's not the way it works.
Yeah.
It's a
And
shame.
Linux gamers are getting more than Mac gamers now because of Steam Deck. So
Yeah,
lucky
exactly.
them.
It's okay. They'll make remasters and remakes, and everyone will buy them and be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Silent Hill 2 remake developers set to work on another Konami IP. That's pretty cool. I actually played that one.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's gonna be though.
I didn't
Konami-
finish it, but I liked it.
They're gonna
Did you
make
play
Yu-Gi-Oh.
it, Buff?
No, I've been meaning to like sit down and play through all the Silent Hill games. I've been putting it off like forever and ever because I know they're really good.
You
I'm
should,
just
yeah.
slack.
Yeah.
But they look
did
fucking
a really
fantastic.
good job with that one, for sure.
Yeah.
Konami has been
They're,
a much better company these days compared to what they were a few years ago, because now they even got a Yu-Gi-Oh collection released yesterday or today, where it's like a bunch of GBA games, the classic
PC.
ones, and you got everything. You got the the stuff that you had on the emulators, except this time it's a little bit more official. Again, it's cool that they pick up abandonware and actually make it available. Nintendo, please take notes. It's that simple. If you want money, we'll give you money. For fuck's sake.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like
It's not possible.
it
They are
seems like they're
Japanese.
just doing more looking forward instead of backwards. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is not technically a horrible thing, but when you don't look back at what people want, people don't always just want new stuff. I go back to old games all the time. That's why I kind of laughed at the whole, oh, we're gonna play GTA 5 one last time. I'm gonna go back to fucking GTA 3 if I want to. The old
No, you're
games
going to go
is
back
what
to GTA 3 Definitive Edition.
I can go back to the PS2 version.
I think you're gonna go back to GTA Chinatown Wars RTX.
That's
That's the
right.
real one.
That shit is good.
All right, I got to cut us off. I got to finish the store stuff now. Thank you, Buff Wizard. Thank you for coming on. And
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Pedro. Thanks for everybody who listened in live. I'm gonna get Buff Wizard to watch the documentary and do a review of it. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in hopefully less than a month. Bye.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.